I have a second channel, Cube Comp MTDX. Hey everybody. So this will be a third video on the series of videos about this HP 2000 laptop. The replacement motherboard has arrived today and we're about to go and get it installed. So this here is the replacement board. As you may know from the previous videos, this is an E-series based board, so the APU is just soldered right to the board. That's it right there. The south bridge is over there. So what we're going to start doing is transferring over the components, specifically the memory and the cooling fan, over from the old board to the replacement motherboard. Okay everybody, so here's the old motherboard. I'm going to pull out this memory module, as it will get transferred over to the replacement board. I'm just going to pull off this cooler and fan. I do believe these E-series APUs have very similar TDP values. For example, the TV Box Slim I have in here that I built is the computer that's built into a set-top box that runs, well, it used to run Windows Media Center, but now runs YouTube Leanback. It has an AMD E300 series APU in it, and the TV Box Cube, which is my master bedroom TV computer, has the newer E-series APU that this other motherboard has, or one similar to it, and their TDPs are like, their heat output is practically the same. So we should be fine with using this existing cooler on the other board. Just make sure this is, here we are. Make sure it's completely off of here. Should be able to lift this right off. Oh, so we have, okay, a screw that holds the fan to the motherboard. And it pops off just like that. So we'll need to go and remove the existing thermal compound off of this cooler. This little APU does not put out a lot of heat, but we still want to make sure we have a good thermal transfer. Wipe this off so we can have a look at the APU itself. Yep, E300. Okay, so what we'll do now is place the replacement board down here on the table. Now, as I mentioned, the south bridge has this thermal pad on it. This one is kind of mangled up, but I think it's going to still be okay. There's a contact point inside the laptop that the south bridge touches to act as a heat sink, which is certainly better than nothing, which is why I've seen a lot of times in these laptops the south bridge just has nothing cooling it at all. Not particularly a great thing. And wipe down this APU. And then we'll clean both the APU and the cooler with some rubbing alcohol. Get a close look at this one. I think this was the E2 1800, if I remember right, which is a slightly better APU. Still not very powerful by any means. Like for example, my both my TV computers, the Slim and the Cube, which had these E-series APUs, they struggle with playing back 1080p YouTube. Just to give you an idea. Just how underpowered these things are. So now, I'll go ahead and, as mentioned, clean the cooler and the APU surface. So what I just did here was I blew the dust out of the fins on this thing. Make sure it's not clogged up, which I can see through the fins, so we're good to go there. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and apply some thermal compound to the APU die. I always spread thermal paste when I'm applying it to directly to dies like that. For example, on laptop CPUs and also like chipset dies. Now some may be wondering how come don't remove the thermal pad and replace it with thermal paste. Well, in terms of, it's pretty typical of laptop designs to use thermal pads on chipsets. And also the gap between the mating surface inside a laptop and this may be a little bit greater and not have as much pressure. So I usually tend to keep the thermal pads on like south bridges and north bridges. But of course the processor always gets thermal compound. Go ahead and fasten this down into place. Now there's numbers on this mating surface. We'll just go in order. Okay, we're going to plug in the fan. Go ahead and install our memory. And now we're going to get this motherboard installed into the laptop. So let's see what we get this time. And we get a charge indicator, so that's definitely a good sign. Let's do a power on. And it powers right up. Perfect. So that means we can continue on with the reassembly. Okay, everybody, so let's go ahead and plug it in and start it up. So we now have the light. And it starts right up. So anyways, that's, we got the laptop back up running now. It was the motherboard. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Well, everybody, that's it for this video, but don't forget there's a lot more interesting stuff on the channel to check out. Also, if this is your first time visiting this channel, feel free to subscribe to keep your channel, and also don't forget to tick the bell so that way you'll get notified of new video posts. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, but if you really didn't like it, there is the alternative option available as well. Also, feel free to check out my second channel, CubeComp MTDX. There you'll find videos about bicycling, weather, elevator tours, and all sorts of other neat, interesting stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to come back, and thank you for your support.